How's it going? Welcome to part 4 of PlayStation 4 game collection. Let's get to it with Ni no Kuni 2 Revenant Kingdom. I also have this on the Switch, and I did enjoy the time I had with this game. I actually think I played it more on the PS4 than I did on the Switch, but I did have a lot of fun doing the action combat, running around, collecting those little, what the hell, those little creatures things, the colorful creatures, those little bastards. They were all cute and shit. And I also like, building your town or city or kingdom, I think it was. Yeah, like building your kingdom. That part was a lot of fun. I haven't beaten it, but I do enjoy this very much, and I'm wondering if there's going to be an Ni no Kuni 3. I don't know. I have yet to Google that. Next up is The Outer Worlds, another game I have on the Switch. I actually beat this. I also have it on the PC. I beat this on the PC. And I enjoyed what I played, so much so that I bought the DLC, played that, and beat that. I did enjoy this game very much, I'm not gonna lie. Not as much as other games out at the time, if I remember correctly. But this was 2019, right? Yeah, 2019. Okay, mate. I got the years mixed up. I'm thinking of 2018. But what great game. Open world-ish. Go to explore planets. Kind of. Sort of. Story. Camera like right here when talking to people. Good times, good stuff. I did enjoy it. From the original creators of Fallout, which good stuff. Overwatch Origins Edition. I honestly have no idea what the hell Origins Edition means, because I don't think I've ever seen just a regular Overwatch. Like, I don't think I've ever seen, just that. But yeah. I don't know what happens if you put this game in your system now, or try to launch, or I don't think you can launch it on the BattleNet. But I don't know what happens if I try to put this in my PS5 and try to play it, because I know this game is done. It's all about Overwatch 2 now, and yeah, Overwatch 2, from what I understand, isn't doing too hot. Not a lot in Overwatch 2 to make it be an actual sequel. But that being said, Overwatch 1. I played the crap out of. Not as much as a lot of people. I see a lot of people with the 5 stars around their portrait during matches and shit. Whoa. I played it a lot, but not that much. I was a Junkrat main, because I feel like he was the easiest to use, and I suck balls at sometimes I suck balls at multiplayer games, I should say. And yeah, Overwatch Origins Edition. A lot of good, fuck it. A lot of good porn. Overwatch porn. Good stuff. So much so that people forget that Overwatch is a game, and they see the game and they think, wow, they made a video game based on those porn characters, when it's the other way around. Next is Persona 5 Royal. I actually got 24 hours into this game. I actually bought it digitally when it first came out, not Royal, the regular Persona 5, and I liked what I played. I only played for 5 hours though. But this version, the Royal, I played for 24 hours. Didn't beat it, because this game is long as balls, bro. I actually have it on the PC as well. I recently bought it when it was on sale, because I could play it on the go on my Steam Deck. And, yeah. I enjoyed what I played of it very much. I actually bought this 2021 for myself, for my birthday. Yes, I bought myself a birthday present. Or is it 2022? I don't know. All I know is that I like this game. JRPG, good stuff. Will I ever beat a Persona game? I used to think I never would beat a Dragon Quest game, and guess what happened? I beat Dragon Quest 11. But will I ever beat this game? Only time will tell. Time will tell me no. Probably. Because by the time I get really deep into Persona 5 Royal and play further down more than 24 hours, Persona 6 is already going to be out. And I'm going to be like, what? PlayStation VR Demo Disc 3 came with my PlayStation VR. It looks like it has a Astrobot rescue. Oh, it looks pretty fun. Job. Wait a minute. They have a Job Simulator on here. I got it for my. I got Job Simulator for my Oculus. Damn it. Anyway, VR, good stuff. In case you're wondering, I don't know why you would. Just this is what the disc looks like. Not a lot. I don't know why I would show you the disc. Like, ooh, does the disc have designs on it? No, it doesn't. Well, I don't know. I don't know. But I haven't played my PlayStation VR in a long time. I'm more of an Oculus guy. And from what I understand, the Oculus 3 came out recently. Or is coming out. What the hell? Anyway. Rage 2. I almost beat the first Rage game around the time that came out. And I liked that game a lot, I'm not going to lie. And this one I didn't play a lot of. I think I got it because it was cheap. And yeah, it's a lot more colorful. It looks a lot more colorful than the first game that was on the 360. And yeah, Rage 2. Will I ever play it? I think everybody who watches me knows the answer to that. It's a maybe. Maybe. Resident Evil Origins Collection comes with Resident Evil 0 and Resident Evil 1 Remake Remastered. I must say that the Resident Evil 1 Remake is probably one of the greatest video game remakes ever. It expands on the original Resident Evil 1 with extra rooms, more stuff, new enemies, Crimson Heads, good times, good stuff. Resident Evil 0 I actually only beat once. And I thought it was okay. It's an alright Resident Evil game. It's one thing that doesn't make any sense is that in Resident Evil 0, Rebecca is running around shooting zombies, killing hunters, and all that crap. But in Resident Evil 1, she's a damsel in distress again when a hunter shows up. Don't know how it works, but I'm pretty sure they didn't even think of Resident Evil 0 when they made the first Resident Evil back in the day. But yeah, good stuff. Resident Evil 2, the remake. One of the best remakes, one of the best video game remakes ever. Do I like this more than Resident Evil 1 remake? I don't know, because the Resident Evil 1 remake holds a special place in my heart. And Resident Evil 2 remake, I remember when the weekend this came out, I played the balls off of this. I had friends at the time, they wanted to go out, I ignored them, and I just played this all weekend. Saturday, Friday night, Saturday, Sunday. I kept playing it. Couldn't stop. I did all 4 scenarios. Leon A-B, Claire A-B. Good stuff. Great game. It was actually nominated Game of the Year, the Game of the year it came out, and well deserved. A lot of people never thought that we would ever get our Resident Evil 2 remake, and now look. Resident Evil 3 remake. I remember I was working at Amazon at the time when this came out, and the game store I go to, he got this early. That's where I go to get games early. He got this a day early, and I saw his text on my phone. I guess while I was on lunch break. When I was working at Amazon, and I left the job. I didn't quit or get fired. You could do that at Amazon. You could, if you have time to cover it, you clock out and leave whenever you want or something. And yeah, I went to go pick this up. I came home, played it. 5 hours later, beat it, and I was like, wow, that's a short ass game. I enjoyed it. The original Resident Evil 3 is better, but I did enjoy playing this. And I was thinking, this is a short ass game. And then I looked at all the unlockables, and I'm like, whoa, that's a good chunk of stuff to unlock. Let's play again. So I played it again. But yeah, it's a fine game. As a remake, as a Resident Evil 3 remake, not so much. Not gonna lie, gameplay's fun, but it's just things were cut. I don't know why. A lot of people are still holding out on a director's cut like they're doing with video games these days. I doubt it. Like a Resident Evil 3 Nemesis Edition. Ooh, I don't think so. I don't think that's gonna happen. Everybody knows how I feel about this next game. My most beaten game of all time is Resident Evil 4, original Resident Evil 4. Beat it over 100 times, hands down, various consoles throughout the years. So much fun. If I had the time, and actually I have all the time in the world, if I felt like it, I could probably study this game and learn how to speedrun it. But, I don't know, we'll see. But what can be said about Resident Evil 4? Original. That's never been said. I don't know. Resident Evil 4 walked so Skyrim and Grand Theft Auto 5 could run. That's the saying, right? I don't know. This game is ported to everything. Anyway, yeah. Resident Evil Revelations. This is a Resident Evil game I haven't beaten. And honestly, I know this isn't brought up a whole lot when it comes to talking about the main series. They talk about 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and coming up 9. I would say the Revelations, it's a side game series, but it still takes place in the timeline. You know what I mean? Because this takes place in between Resident Evil 4 and 5. So it's whenever I talk about the main series, I talk about Revelations, and Revelations 2 coming up soon. But as a Resident Evil game, I actually haven't beaten. I did enjoy it. Jill's wetsuit's awesome because she looks all good in it and shit. And yeah, a nice balance of horror and action in this game. Resident Evil 5. When this game came out back in 2009, I got it for the 360, and I was giggling like a schoolgirl because I love the crap out of Resident Evil 4, beat that a whole bunch, and then I got this, played this, got very far into it the first day, and I actually I'm just kidding. I've beaten it before, but I've only beaten it once. This is one of the few Resident Evil games I've only beaten once. right? Resident Evil games I've beaten once. Well, Resident Evil 0 in this one. I've only beaten once. As a co-op game, I'm sure it's a lot of fun. I actually never played this co-op, I don't think. I don't have any friends. Even back then, I had no friends. But beside the point. The point is, as a Resident Evil game, solo, the AI sucks dick. It sucks. A lot of people say, Sheva sucks, Sheva sucks. No, it's the AI. Because even if you play as Sheva, and Chris is your AI partner, he sucks. So it's not Sheva, it's the AI. Resident Evil 5, I remember the very first trailer for this game, with Chris walking around the African town all alone, and then you see the zombies and they run after him and he turns and aims his gun and it's like, ooh, Resident Evil 5. That looked pretty dope. And then they switched it up a whole bunch. I think that was a beta version of Resident Evil 5 or alpha version. But maybe for the eventual Resident Evil 5 remake, they'll put some of that beta and alpha stuff into the remake like they did with Resident Evil 4 remake, where Leon is wearing his beta jacket. Resident Evil Revelations 2. When this came out, this was episodic. I waited for the entire series to come out, and when it was finally available in one package, I played it, beat it, enjoyed it. Again, a good mixture of horror and action. Barry's back in this. Barry is cool. I like him as a character. He like cool beans. And yeah, it takes place between Resident Evil 5 and 6. What is up with Alex Wesker? Is she in that girl? I forget her name. Is she in this? Is she in the girl or not? What's up with that? You Alex Wesker, you show her, and then you end this on a cliffhanger like, ooh, what's going on with her? And then you don't do anything with it. What? Why not? Anyway. Resident Evil 5 and 6, this takes place between, right? Not 6 and 7? 5 and 6. Yeah, 5 and 6. Okay. Speaking of 6, Resident Evil 6. I remember when this came out, by the way, check out the 6. It is a girl doming up a giraffe. Anyway, Resident Evil 6, when this came out, I had the day off the next day. I played the crap out of it. I beat Leon's campaign the first night, and I started to play Chris's campaign, and then I had to go to sleep. As a video game, the gameplay is a lot of fun. As a video game, the gameplay is great. As a Resident Evil game, it is not. It's not a bad game. It is a bad Resident Evil game. I know people said that before about various other games in various series. But I will say, I enjoy playing this game as a game. But as a Resident Evil game, But Leon has a sweet coat in it. And the 6 does look like a chick doming up a giraffe. First thing I saw when I saw the trailer for Resident Evil 6 and they showed what the 6 looked like, first thing come out of my head. I was thinking about it and I was like, that's what that is. And apparently I'm not the only one, because I've seen pictures. Anyway, the saving grace of the Resident Evil series, what brought it back from the brink, Resident Evil 7. This game was a big deal in the house I was living with at the time with my brother-in-law and sister. I played the crap out of it. I don't know if my brother-in-law borrowed my copy and played the crap out of it, or got his own copy and played the crap out of it. All I know is that this game is scary as balls. I didn't get a chance to play it with the VR until later on. And what can I say about the VR? During the cutscenes, it keeps going to black and then coming back, going to black, coming back. But I'm pretty sure that's so people playing VR, they're not like, all discombobulated. But great game. A PS5 upgrade came out for it, and Resident Evil Village, Resident Evil 8, they added a third-person mode to this game if you got the DLC, the Gold Edition or whatever. I feel like they should have added a third-person mode to this. I don't know if that's possible anymore, but yeah. Resident Evil 7, Biohazard, good times, good stuff, scary, not a whole lot of enemy variety, I'll say that, but it is frightening. And lastly for this part is Resident Evil 8 Village, as you've seen. Resident Evil 8 Village is a love letter to Resident Evil 4, and you know me, Resident Evil 4, I spoke about it a little while ago. I suck Resident Evil 4 balls any day of the week. And yeah, Resident Evil Village. If you remember, you can actually see it on my channel now. I think you can see it on my channel. Yeah, the first part of my Resident Evil 8 stream. My first stream was over 8 hours long. Wasn't expecting that. I noticed with the Resident Evil games, when I stream them in their entirety for hours in a day. I put shifts in streams playing Resident Evil games. But anyway, beside the point. Great game. The end of the Ethan Winters story, the Winters family story, ends on a cliffhanger like BSAA, bioweapons. What? They kind of look like Chris, don't they? And yeah. I actually started another playthrough of this. Speaking of which, I did beat the crap out of this. I'm on my 6th or 7th playthrough. I have infinite magnum, infinite machine gun, infinite handgun, and infinite grenade launcher. And I just run around cleaning house everywhere. I have like 4 million lei in this game. That's the currency. And then I recently started a fresh playthrough, brand new game with no bonus anything, and in third person. And yeah, I like this game a lot. Anything that feels like Resident Evil 4 when it comes to the Resident Evil series is good stuff. Mostly. Anyway, so yeah, that's it for this part of my PlayStation 4 game collection. I hope you enjoyed watching. Hopefully it wasn't too bad. I have one more part after this. Anyway, so yeah. If you liked it, be sure to hit the like button if you liked it, hit the dislike if you didn't, subscribe, hit the bell for notifications, follow me on Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, Trovo, all that stupid shit, and yeah, God bless. I will see you all later. Thank you for each and every one of you. Subscriber count's going up. I like it. Anyway, and I love you. So, bye. I'll see you all later. Yeah, see you later.